So the power of the connected enterprise, what is it? I've touched on this briefly where I'm saying integration is not the goal. Integration is but the means to which we can deliver a connected enterprise and therefore maximize our agility, value, and planning excellence. And commonly we see, and we would recommend a sort of typical sort of customer journey along that path to a connected enterprise. And so this will be familiar to a lot of you, I expect, because we're speaking with a lot of customers who are somewhere along that journey. You might not necessarily be at the start, you might be somewhere in the middle. And we recognize it's also a continuous journey. New platforms and systems emerge, new capabilities come to market, and there will always be a need to revisit and revise and update. So the first step in that journey is to lay the foundation. Commonly this is done as a standalone implementation of Copperleaf, and this lets us accelerate that time to value, letting us, make those decisions that we need to be able to do, as say regulatory submissions or anything else that we need to prepare for, actually build our investment plans, and part of that by starting standalone is it isn't just software, it's making space for that people and governance transformation. There's a much wider sort of process change around implementing something like Copperleaf and changing how you work as a business. Moving forwards, once we've got that solid foundational layer, we can then start to connect your enterprise, incrementally adding in additional data layers, automating data transfers where applicable, and therefore reducing any sort of residual manual workload. That can be GIS systems, APMs, EAMs, financials, anywhere that you store data that you need for decision making, or once you've made your decisions that you need to output those investment plans or informed decisions to. And once we have started to connect that enterprise, it becomes a sort of iterative loop where we can start to tighten that bond and tighten the relationship between planning and execution, which commonly we've seen is it can be quite two sort of verticals or siloed, and maybe don't necessarily interact with each other as much as they could, and therefore we start to feed those actuals and reality, what's happening on the ground and what's been executed, back in to the solution, to then be able to deliver agile plans and sort of continuous living, breathing plans rather than a sort of static snapshot in time.